Now, it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage a member of the class of 2025 and your student speaker, Nicolas Matalote. Stand here, I'll introduce you. Having grown up in Connecticut as a first-generation American from a Portuguese family, Nicolas moved to Coral Gables and quickly immersed himself in the opportunities of campus even when faced with the challenges of being more than 1,300 miles away from home. As external chair of the President's 100 Student Ambassadors Program, Nicolas managed more than 100 of his peers, serving as campus tour guides, led regular executive board meetings, and planned events for thousands of prospective students and families. He also was an admission assistant and a resident assistant at University Village, where he helped current and future Canes in their transition to college. At the Miami Herbert Business School, Nicolas strove for excellence in his business law and finance courses. Outside of the classroom, he held leadership positions in various organizations, including Alpha Kappa Psi Professional Business Fraternity, where he served as Vice President of Professional Development and Vice President of Faculty and Alumni Relations. He also developed his professional portfolio as a legal intern, conducting legal research on complex litigation issues and setting himself up for success as a future leader in the legal space. Having earned his Bachelor of Business Administration degree today in Finance and Legal Studies, Nicolas will soon begin a career in financial compliance in New York City. Now, please join me in welcoming your 2025 Centennial Student Speaker, Nicolas Matalote.
Oh, wow. Hey, back row, you guys got me? All right, making sure. Wow, wow, wow. This is crazy. I mean, the CEO of Bose, our very own UM president, and Nick from Connecticut, they're calling us the Big Three on Twitter already. I could not be more excited to be up here. What an honor it is to stand on this stage today, but before I begin, I do just want to start by addressing one thing. Many of you may be surprised to see me standing up here, and hopefully it's not because you're shocked I'm graduating, but because I did not tell very many people I was this year's commencement speaker. There are 6 people in this room in particular who are extra confused by what is going on. And that is my wonderful family, my mom and dad, my siblings, and their significant others. Matalote family, make some noise. I'm sorry I didn't tell you I was this year's commencement speaker and why I rushed you out the door this morning, but I'm so honored to share this with you. I love you all very much. With that being said, good afternoon, friends, family, staff, alumni, and the University of Miami class of 2025. For those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Nicolas Matalote. For the last time, I say I am a senior double majoring in legal studies and finance from Orange, Connecticut. I'm a first-generation college student whose parents made immeasurable sacrifices for me to stand on this stage today. I like long walks on the beach and pina coladas while getting caught in the rain. But above all else, if you don't know me from any of these things, you may know me as that kid from admissions, or a tour guide in his bright orange polo. A legacy I can't say I dreamed of when I was a little boy, but one that I've come to accept and secretly love. For many of us, being COVID applicants meant no college tours. This meant no experiencing campus in full, no silly tour guide jokes or facts, and no learning where the heck the Wolfson building is for that one stats class we all took sophomore year. So today, I would like you all to join me for something you should have done 4 years ago, and to walk down memory lane in what I would like to call your final campus tour. I like to start all my campus tours in the heart of campus at the Rock, home to so many of your first and last memories here at UM. Here, you'll find the U statue, where many of you began your college career by taking the coveted, embarrassing freshman photo for your mom's Facebook page, and you ended your UM careers popping champagne for grad photos. Here, you'll find the Reggae Beats food truck, where you discover that there are no prices on the menu for a reason. Here, you'll find the campus bookstore, where you'll find your first piece of merch and that one textbook you never actually needed. But the Rock is just our first stop, and it's where all good things begin. I take you now to the social side of campus. Here, I tell families about the brand new Centennial Village and tell them of all the excitement that comes with your first college dorm. But this room remembers when it was more. I'm sorry, I don't think you heard me. I said this room remembers when it was more. This room remembers when this plot of land held the beautiful. It held the elegant. It held the 18th century Industrial Revolution designed exterior of Hecht and Stanford residential colleges. May those buildings rest in peace. Whether you lived in the towers, Mahoney Pearson, or you commuted to and from campus every day, you shared memories in these spaces. Your first friends, some of which you may be sitting next to right now. Your first late night dining, your first omelet with Glenn, your first time realizing how much free food is given out by RAs. But here, you also learned about adversity. Your first snoring roommate, your first communal bathroom. Ugh. Your first time having to figure out how to get around campus. But whether you lived in the towers or you lived in Mahoney Pearson, I truly believe that no words a tour guide could ever share with a family could describe the memories we shared in these spaces. I bring you next to Shalala. We talk to families about getting involved in campus life, but once again to us, it was more. Here, you patiently waited for that Starbucks refresher, even though you knew you were going to be late to class. And you blamed it on the slow service, even though you placed the mobile order 2 minutes before class started. Here, you spent late nights with friends studying or attending club meetings. Sometimes, you would just stop and admire the water. The silence you would hear when the fountain would shut off would give you a moment of peace. And sometimes that moment was cut short when EQ would perform what would appear to be a Wednesday night rave on Lakeside patio. Here, you joined clubs and organizations intending to jumpstart your career in business or engineering, but soon found yourself salsa dancing and scuba diving instead. Here, you watched your first homecoming celebration, you had your first rat beer on your 21st birthday, you watched Miami make the Final Four, and so many more memories. But above all, the one thing I found here that meant more to me than anything, I found my saving grace, my sunshine on a cloudy day, Vicky's Cafe. Like all good things, tours must too come to an end. And if I could, I would stand here for hours and I would reminisce with you about all the stops on campus, all the memories we shared, but I can't. So today, I'd like to end your walk with me by asking you a question posed to every tour guide. Why UM? It's a simple question. Why the University of Miami? Sure, I've shared with families my love for warm weather, great academics, or proximity to the city of Miami, but if I'm being honest with you, UM means more than any silly tour guide joke or fact. Like many of you, UM gave me a college experience unlike any other school. UM was my first leap out of my comfort zone. UM was the first time I realized my mom wasn't going to be there to make me feel better every time I got sick. UM taught me to strive for greatness and believe in myself. UM gave me friends and staff who supported me when I needed it most. UM gave me the love of my life and my best friends. UM made me In the same way, I hope when you leave today, you can say, the U made you, you. So next time you find yourself asked, why UM? You won't have to wonder. Because at the end of the day, the real question is, why not UM? Why not the University of Miami? Class of 2025, as you leave today, I want you to do 3 things. I want you to hug your friends, maybe a little bit longer than feels comfortable, but hold them really tight. I want you to tell them you love them, because my mom always said you should never leave someone you love without telling them you love them. And finally, the next time you miss UM, whether it's today, a week from now, a month, a year, it doesn't matter, I want you to stop, and I want you to try and take a mental walk with your tour guide. Class of 2025, if you don't hear it enough today, I'm proud of you, congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, Nicholas. That was fantastic. Your family should be very proud of you.